So, a point from the last video about my mind, and not to fear or hate or reject or try to, remove one's mind, because that can't be done. Us humans today on this earth, we have to live with our minds in some state or another. So for me, I embrace my mind as a part of the totality of me. And for a long time, I found it very hard to even consider my mind. And, I would be so locked in programming and energies and polarities and all these things going on in pictures in my mind, playing my video games in my head, and so on and so on. I would be so lost in those type of pictures and scenarios that I would not even grasp or begin to grasp the extent and powers my mind had over me. And that is, to me, one of the life challenges, you might say, or tasks or work at hand that we as humanity must take on ourselves to learn our minds in depth and consideration. When I say in depth and consideration, I say that we must learn to also forgive much of the constructs and energy, place, and so on of our minds to be able to understand it. Because if we don't understand it, if we're not able to forgive it, we cannot fully understand it. To forgive it, to understand everything, is to forgive everything. So, there is no other place where you can better learn the extent and depth and ways to learn and understand your mind, and learn to live with your mind and learn about self and mind than at Destiny and the tools that we have available to learn and embrace self and totality of man. So, for me today, important point that just surfaced, to embrace myself and my mind, to embrace myself and my mind, and to include my mind in the balance in the totality of me. I'm also my mind, yes, but I will not be governed by my mind like I have been for so many years. Rather taking usage of my mind, but to be able to use my mind, I must fully understand it, and to be able to understand it, I must have forgiven all of it. Because there are so many, what shall I say, delicate and meticulous programs that can flip you over like a pin needle, like a match. And it's rigged that way to control us and to misdirect us and to keep us to catch our attention, our desires and programs and such and such and such. So, to best to learn to understand one's mind is to forgive all of one's mind and become breath, reality, physicality, and in a balance where we can live like what Osho said. The mind is a beautiful servant, but a dangerous master. So when I, as the physical, am in control of me as a being and as a human being, my mind is more like in the background, or is sort of like just part of it, but it's my physical that is governing. And when the physical, as my liver, as my heart, as my intestine, as my chest, as my breathing, when the physical is directing things, as the physical blood and flesh of me, when I am directing my life, that has an unique, what shall I say, unique drive, life essence, awareness, healing power, cure, forgiveness, embracing, and so on. The life essence, the proof of self as physical, is then the clue to be healing humanity, not the world, but humanity, humans as the world, and literally being the master of self and as the physical, and being a component, being a component and a piece of mind, to have peace of mind, and to just realize the totality of me, to embrace myself each and every morning and say that I embrace myself and my mind and all that I am and all that I will face in this day. So yeah, to embrace the mind and to learn it, to understand it, to be able to learn it, and to forgive it, to be able to learn, to understand it. That is the process. Because if we don't forgive all the meticulous details, it will keep us in a locked position, obsessing over it, and so on. So don't fear your mind, don't reject your mind, but work with it and forgive it. That is a big clue here. To forgive it in great detail, to be able to understand it and take direction with and as it. Thank you.